Tourette syndrome is a neurological condition that is found to be passed on genetically in what we now know are two specific rare genes. 90% of people who have Tourette syndrome also have these two genes. The condition is found in the basal ganglia, which is where movement disorders like Parkinson's, dyskinesia, and Huntington's are found. Irregular levels of dopamine are also found to be a factor. Tourette syndrome manifests as tics. A tic is a semi-voluntary or completely involuntary movement, noise, word, or series of words. In order for the manifestation of tics to be considered Tourette syndrome, a person would need to have at least 2 motor tics and at least 1 vocal. 2 people can experience tics very differently. One might tic every few seconds while the other might not even tic every day. The tics themselves can be very unique. However, it's possible for one person with tics to pick up another person's tics and adopt them as their own. Tics can be like a fingerprint in that they are different for everyone. Anything that the human body can do or vocalize can be a tic. Tics can be suppressed for a certain amount of time. Just like it's possible to go without breathing for a few seconds or half a minute, we need to breathe. So eventually you need to breathe just like we need to tic. Tourette syndrome may be mistaken for mental illness, though it is not. Tourette syndrome is actually, like autism, neurodevelopmental. The syndrome is often accompanied, however, by mental health comorbidities like OCD, anxiety, impulsivity, executive dysfunction, etc. Calling Tourette a mental illness only makes awareness and acceptance more difficult because there's already a lot of stigma attached to mental illness. Tourette syndrome is its own fight, and complicating it with extra stigmas only makes the search for acceptance more difficult. The term is properly used as Tourette and not Tourette's or Tourette's. If a condition is named after someone who experienced the symptoms, then like Lou Gehrig's disease, then it has an S because the condition is possessive to that person. If, in like the case of Tourette, the condition was named after the person who discovered the condition, Gilles de la Tourette, then it has no S. So that was just a little bit of information, some lingo about Tourette syndrome. I hope that was educational. I hope that was interesting. I hope that you can like and share and be back for the next video. Subscribe.